Lock your doors, bolt your windows, and turn off the lights. Make sure the kids are safe at home, cause you're headed to the Nightwatch Zone. Nightwatch Zone.
Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, and we have got the news that we've been waiting for, especially Friday the 13th fans, but I believe also all horror fans. The news just broke from our friends over at Bloody Disgusting. The caption of the article reads, Crystal Lake, Kevin Williamson and Adrienne King involved in Peacock's Friday the 13th series. And you know, what better time for this news to break than the day after Friday the 13th. Hopefully everyone enjoyed the Friday the 13th. I know I was celebrating and having a blast watching Friday the 13th movies. But yeah, this article, it just broke, and it's got some really interesting tidbits that really is piquing my interest even more than it already was, which was already at a high level. But the article goes into detail a little bit. I'll just kind of cover some of it, but saying that after the 14 years, Friday the 13th franchise is finally getting set to return to the screen with Crystal Lake, an upcoming prequel series from A24, Peacock, and Brian Fuller of Hannibal. It's miraculously able to use any and all existing elements from the franchise. Now, that's something that we have been talking about quite a lot in some of my past Friday the 13th videos and live streams, and it's been kind of an interesting point of discussion because a lot of people were under the assumption that they were only going to be able to use elements from the original Friday the 13th, which includes obviously Pamela Voorhees, Crystal Lake, and so forth, but not the adult hockey masked Jason Voorhees. Well, we had said a long time ago, actually, I had said that that was not the case, that everything was on the table, and this is just more confirmation of that they can use any and all existing elements from the entire franchise. And the other point that's really interesting is about who's involved. Now, it says here in the article, Variety had detailed the show will be written by Brian Fuller, who's the showrunner and executive producer. Victor Miller, who penned the original film in the franchise, will also executive produce, along with Mark Toberoff, Rob Barasaman, and A24. Now, there was a Friday the 13th screening on Friday the 13th, and Fuller provided an exciting update on the project, and he announced, and this is awesome news in and of itself, that Kevin Williamson from Scream will be writing an episode. And that's not all. Additionally, the original Friday the 13th final girl, Adrienne King, who portrayed Alice, will have a recurring role. Now, as soon as I heard that, I lit up because for me, Friday the 13th is the movie that got me into horror as a young kid, very young. And obviously, Alice was a big part of that movie. And Adrienne King as an actress is absolutely fantastic. Had the pleasure of meeting her at a convention, and it was just amazing. She's just an absolutely amazing lady. But having her involved, I mean, what does this mean? Is this going to be, her portraying Alice? Is this going to be like, her at this age with flashbacks? Will this be a different character that's kind of tied in? Nobody really knows yet. The article goes on to say that there were tweets from the screening by Eric Goldman saying, quote, they officially start writing in 2 weeks. It will have 2 scores to choose from, a modern one and a classic Manfredini one. Kevin Williamson is writing an episode. Adrienne King will have a recurring role. So that was the tweet that was sent out as well before this article. It also goes on to say some other interesting things that also I want, especially the fans that are really trying to get a grasp on what's going on with this show. This is something that was really important to me too. Fuller has pitched 4 seasons for Crystal Lake. Only one officially ordered so far, though he notes Peacock would have to pay a pretty hefty penalty if they didn't order a season 2, end quote. And also, from the tweet at the Friday the 13th screening, it was also said that he asked if he can confirm Pamela's role in Crystal Lake. Fuller replied, quote, we're honestly going to be covering it all. The series is covering the life and times of these 2 characters. Now, the article, as well as myself, is thinking that what he's referring to is Pamela Voorhees and Jason. I don't think you can honestly say that there are two other people that he could be talking about. So that's what it looks like, that they're basically going to be covering, everything, pre Friday the 13th, the original, and post. And that includes, at some point, presumably, the adult Jason Voorhees with the hockey mask. So this is just great news, guys. Again, it broke right after Friday the 13th, so it's the time to have had it breaking news, and I'm just so excited. I can't believe it. It seems like we're just a couple more steps closer to this being done, and I can't wait to see what they come up with. I'm really excited. I'm going to be covering this as much as possible. I also have a few other videos that pertain to, some questions I have concerning all of this. So hopefully you guys will come back and check those out as well. Please hit the like button if you haven't done that already. It would help support the channel, and I appreciate it. And let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think of this information? Are you excited that Kevin Williamson will be involved with Friday the 13th? I think that's some really cool news, for a lot of you guys that don't know, and I've done this on some of my movie trivia videos. Kevin Williamson was, really inspired by Jason Lives, when he was penning the screenplay for Scream. And he had said that Tom McLaughlin's movie, Friday 6, Jason Lives, was a huge inspiration for him. So there are connections between Kevin Williamson and Friday the 13th, and I think that's absolutely fantastic. But anyways, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below, and we can have a conversation about it. And if you are not subscribed to the Nightwatch Zone, what are you doing? This is the time to do it. We got so much cool news coming out for all of us horror fans, for the Friday the 13th fans, for the Scream fans, waiting patiently on that trailer that should be coming out next week, and so much more. So anyways, I'll catch you guys soon. If you're watching this, if you're listening to this, you are the Nightwatch. Peace.